Back to my class. So today we'll discuss histogram. Histogram we have already seen. It is one of the form of the frequency diagram. Frequency diagram is having different form. First one is histogram. Second one is the frequency polygon. Third one is the frequency curve. And fourth one is ogive. So today we'll discuss histogram. Histogram we are knowing is a two-dimensional diagram. So it is a two-dimensional diagram, and it is a graphical presentation. It is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a continuous series. So it is a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a continuous series. So continuous series, we are knowing that in this series, let us see class interval frequency distribution is given. So here, let us see, it is a set of rectangles. It is a set of rectangles. It is a set of rectangles as the intervals, between class boundaries taken along x-axis. So it is a set of rectangles. Let us say histogram are in the form of rectangles, and as the intervals between class boundaries taken along x-axis, class boundaries are there, lower limit, upper limits are there. So the classes are taken along the x-axis, and these corresponding frequencies are taken along the y-axis. So frequencies are taken along the y-axis, and the class intervals are taken along the x-axis. So length of histogram. So length of the histogram. Length of histogram indicates frequencies, and the breadth of histogram. The breadth of the histogram indicates size of class interval. So let us see, there are different types of histogram, we can say. So here let us see this, when we construct the histogram, we can construct the histogram for equal class interval, and even we can construct the histogram for the inclusive. Let us see, there are exclusive class intervals are there. There is inclusive class intervals are there. Exclusive class interval, while we take the frequency, we have to exclude the upper limit, but in the inclusive class interval, we have to include the value, both lower limit and upper limit of the classes. So let us construct the histogram. So this construction of histogram, there are different cases are there. First case, let us see, when equal class intervals are given. So construction of histogram. Construction of histogram. Construction of histogram, the first case we can take when equal class intervals are given. So when equal class intervals are given, let us see, when equal class intervals are given, then how can we draw a histogram? This we can do by taking one example. Let us take one example. Suppose there is a class. In this class, let us see, the minimum marks obtained by the students are 0. Let us take 10. The minimum marks obtained by the students are 10 and maximum marks obtained by the students are 50. So let us take the marks. Here we can take one table, marks obtained by 15 students in a class. So in a class, let us see, 15 students are there and they have got the marks, they have obtained the marks. Here let us see, the marks are given. Marks, let us see, this is the, we can say, class interval is there and the number of students are there, number of students. This number of students, they can be represented as F. This is called frequency. Suppose the minimum marks obtained in the class, in a 15 students class is, suppose 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. Let us take up to 60. We can take, suppose 60 students are there, suppose 50 to 60. We can take even 50 or 60. Let us take the 60. The test was of 60 marks and the total number of students are 15. There is only one student who have got the marks between 10 to 20. These two students, they have got the marks between 20 to 30. And this is the 5 student. So 5 student, here 4 student. So let us see, this is 9, 10, and this is 3 student. So let us see, 3, 8, 8 and 7, 15. So total number of students are 15. There are 15 students and they have got the marks accordingly. This one student had got the marks between 10 to 20, 2 student got the marks between 20 to 30, 5 student got the marks between 30 to 40, 4 student got the marks between 40 to 50, 3 student have got the marks between 50 to 60. So total students are these 15 students, and how can we represent this data with the help of histogram? So we can draw the histogram. We have to take two axes. One is horizontal axis, another one is the vertical axis. So we can take, let us see, we can draw one horizontal line. Suppose this is the horizontal line we have drawn. So this is a horizontal line is drawn. Let us take this is a horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. This is the, yes. So this is x-axis and this is the y-axis we have taken, and this it is started from 10. So let us see this 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. This is x-axis. This represents the marks obtained by 15 students. This is maximum is 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is y-axis. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. So let us see this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here we can write number of students. Number of students. So students are represented on y-axis, frequency represented on y-axis, and this class intervals we can write, let us see, 10, 20, this is 30, this is 40, this is 50, and this is 60. And here let us say this 10 to 20, this is one student. There is only one student have got the marks between 20. So here we can join this. Then 2 students, they have got the marks between 20 to 30, 2 student, only 2 student here corresponding to this, and 5 students are there, have got the 30 to 45. We have to go up to 5. This is up to 5. We can go. We can take this. Yes. So we can go up to 5. Then is then 4 student. 4. This is 4. 4. And then 3. 3 student have got. So this is histogram. Let us see this histogram. This is called histogram. Let us see this through the histogram. We can locate media mode also. Let us see if in the examination, if we have to find out what is the value of mode. So with the help of histogram, we can locate mode also. While we are locating the mode, let us see what can we do. That mode will lie in a highest frequency. The highest frequency is 5. It means let us see the common value. We can say the 5 is the highest frequency, and mode will lie in between 30 to 40. It means mode is a most frequent value, most common value. So most common value is will come between 30 to 40. It means the most frequent value will come between 30 to 40. We don't know exactly what is the value of mode. Whether but mode will lie in between 30 to 40. How can we calculate the value of mode? So from this point and from this point we can join this point, and from this point we can join this point. We can join this. Let us see. We can join this point, and let us we join this point. We can join this point. So we have joined this point, and from this corner to this point we can join, and we have joined this point. Let us see. We can join this point. Yes. This point we have joined, and suddenly both this line has intersected at one point, and from this point, let us see, we will drop one line on the x-axis. From this, let us see, we'll drop one line on x-axis. Let us see, on the x-axis, we'll drop one line, and we'll measure this value. We'll drop one line. Let us see, this will drop one line. So let us see this line. We can drop this line, and we measure this. And let us see, certainly let us see, it may be 36 or 37. We don't know exactly what will be the exact value. This can be measured on a graph paper, and this value will be mode. So let us see, this is a graphical presentation of mode. Mode can be located with the help of histogram. And let us see, in order to make this histogram more attractive and impressive, we can give the color. We can put the color also. Let us see, we can give the color, and if this type of color can be given, and this will look nice. So this is what we have seen. This is a histogram of a equal class interval. If suppose this is histogram, we can write histogram. So we can take the second case, and that is the when inclusive class intervals are. See how can we draw a histogram when inclusive class intervals are given. So whenever the inclusive class intervals are given, firstly we have to convert it into exclusive class interval. Suppose this is inclusive class interval given 10 to 19. It means this between 10 to 19, one student have received got the marks. Between 20 to 29, two students have got the marks. Between 30 to 39, five students have got the marks. 40 to 49, four students. 50 to 59, three students have got the marks. This is the inclusive class intervals. Firstly, what can we do? We have to convert it into the exclusive class. So in the solution, what can we do? We can convert it into the exclusive class interval. So here we can write the marks and here we write the frequency. Frequency means number of students. So let us see how can we convert this here. From the lower limit, we have to minus 0.5. So if we minus deduct the 0.5 from 10, it will be 9.5. So it will be 9.5. And in the upper limit, we have to add 0.5. So it will become, this will become 19.5. So let us see what we have seen. From lower limits, we have to, from the lower limit, we have to minus 0.5, and in the upper limit, we have to add. So this is 0.5. Then this upper limit from 20, if we will minus 0.5, it will become 19.5. So this 19.5. Then it will be 50 also we can write, or 9.5, and then this will become 29.5. This 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5, then 49.5 to 59.5. So this is exclusive series. This is exclusive, we can say, exclusive class interval or series. So that inclusive class intervals are to be converted into the exclusive series in order to draw a histogram. So here the class frequencies will be 1, this 2, then 5, then 4, then 3. Rest, the procedure of construction of histogram will be the same. We can draw the histogram by taking this, we can take, let us say, this, and we can draw this histogram. So we can take, let us say, this, we can measure the value also. We can measure the value. This is 10. Here also, let us see, we can go up to 10. So let us take this here. This is x-axis. This is 19.5, and this is 9.5. We can take 9.5. The lower limit is 9.5. 9.5. This is 19.5. This is 29.5. This is 39.5. This is 49.5. This is 59.5. Suppose if we have taken this 1 centimeter, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is y-axis, and let us see, this is frequencies or the number of students. We can say frequencies also, we can write down frequencies. This is the frequencies we have taken on y-axis and marks taken on x-axis. This is the marks taken. And then after, let us see this 1. We have to draw the 1. You are knowing, let us see, this is 1. So this 1. Then 2. This is 2. 2. Or let us see this 2. We can two. Then 5. We'll go up to 5. 5. So we can join this to 5. Then 4. 4. Then 3. 3. So let us see, this is a histogram axis. We can erase the axis point, and this become the histogram. And let us see, this is a histogram. We can give the color also. I told you the histogram should look attractive, impressive. So this is histogram for a continuous frequency distribution, or for inclusive class interval. This we can write histogram. I think the concept of histogram is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you.